Alright guys, what's up? Corey Margera here, and I want to do a review of Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F. I actually got a chance to see it a couple of days ago. Just haven't had time to do a movie review, but been working a double shift yesterday actually, from 7 till freaking 11:30 at night. 7 in the morning till 11:30 at night. So, haven't had a lot of time to do reviews and videos lately, but, you know, yeah. And before I get into the review, I just want a few things to be known for the future of this channel. Do not request me to do wrestling videos. I am done with wrestling. I'm through with it. It's finished to me. That part of my life is over. Unless it's retro shit, or like the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression Era, or the past, like the old days. I'm not making any more wrestling related videos. I'm done with that. If you're subscribed to this channel for wrestling content, unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. Alright? We all know the product is shit. We all know the product fucking sucks. It's a waste of time. It's fucking garbage. I'm not buying the WWE network. So fuck off. I'm done with wrestling. I don't know why the hell you people still fucking watch it and still talk about it like it's great. It's not. We all know it's fucking not. So yeah, for all you fucking wrestling fans who are subscribed to this channel, unsubscribe. I don't give a fuck. Don't let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. I don't give a shit. Wrestling is dead. TNA is gonna die soon. WWE fucking sucks and has no competition. Lucha Underground is just meh. Alright, all these indie feds are just meh. I don't give a shit about wrestling anymore. It's done. It's over. We're done with that. Second thing I want to cover before I get into the review is fuck off. If you, like, literally, I don't want to hear like trolls and whiners on this channel saying like, oh, if you don't like America, why don't you leave it, or this and that. Motherfucker, I have every right to voice my opinion on why America is overrated, why it sucks, what sucks about it. I have every right to do that. This is my channel, motherfucker. If you don't like that, fuck off. And let the door hit you on the ass on the way out. I don't really give a shit. Alright? I have every right to say what I want, and I don't give a fuck. If you don't like it, that's tough. Tough shit. Alright? For those of you who see where I'm coming from and, know what I'm talking about, stay on this channel. For those of you who don't, fuck off. Alright? I don't want any more deadweight people, dumb fuckers on this channel. And if anything's stupid, I'm blocking you. I have no time to debate with dumb fucks. With that being said, let's get on to the review, shall we? Now, Dragon Ball Z Resurrection F, I kind of have mixed feelings about it. I'm just going to tell you guys straight out, flat out like that. I have mixed feelings about it. And, I went to see it with a few coworkers. We ended up going to Ridge Hill up in Yonkers. Those of you who know New York, Westchester County, for those of you not from New York, you don't know, so whatever. But we ended up seeing, it was a packed theater. The theater was packed. Like, it was just crazy packed. Like, it was hard for us to like save seats because one of our friends showed up late. Our coworker, he showed up late because he didn't know how to get there. This was like his first time to Ridge Hill. So, he had to park and all that shit. So, me and my other coworker, we had to save him and his girlfriend a seat. And, it was getting tough because they were like, if he doesn't show up, we letting this person sit here. And the movie usher, being, just talking all kinds of shit. I was like, yeah, if you let somebody else sit there, you're giving him his money back. You get the fuck out of here. Don't fuck with that shit, But, yeah. Anyway, the movie was okay. It was okay at best. It really wasn't. I really expected more. I expected better, you know. But first, first thing I want to make. I know Dragon Ball Z has comedy, but oh my fucking god, this movie was comedy to the max. This movie had too much more comedy than it fucking should have. Like, I want a more serious Dragon Ball Z storyline or a serious plot. You know, I know you have Frieza coming back, which, you know, basically, long story short, the Ginyu Force brings him back to life. They find the Dragon Balls. They wish him back to life in the beginning of the movie. Then Shenron's like, "Oh, you need the Yeah, he was bullshitting. So basically, Ginyu Force had to find the body parts of Shenron. I mean, body parts of Freezer, and you know, they wished him back to life. I forget their names. Those annoying little fuckers. But basically, they wished for like 10,000 Zenny because Shinron was gonna grant him like two wishes. One was obviously to bring Frieza back. The other, they wished for like 10,000 Zenny. Everybody in the theater was laughing. It was just, yeah. It's like, dude, seriously, if I had two wishes, I would have wished for money too. Get the fuck out of here. But you know, but basically, as the story goes, Frieza, he's like disappointed. He's like, wow, I can't believe my empire has fallen so much. You know, and like Frieza supposedly got stronger even though he was dead, and was in one of the most pathetic depictions of hell I've ever seen. This wasn't even. This version of hell wasn't even in Dragon Ball Z. Like this version of hell was like some cheap, gay little. Well, you gotta see the movie to find out for yourself. But that was not even the hell from Dragon Ball. I think that was Frieza's own personal hell. Because I was like, what the hell? Like, I was like, what? This isn't the hell in the Dragon Ball Z universe. And I guess that was just Frieza's own personal hell. Like, they get their own personal hells when you die or some shit like that. But, you know, yeah. That didn't look like the hell I remember from Dragon Ball Z. When, yeah, but, long story short, you know, Frieza's back in charge. He has, like, thousands of men in his army now. And, you know, they're basically trying to invade Earth again, you know, big cliche, you know. Of course. So, you know, but Frieza, he really wants to, like, destroy Goku because, you know, it's funny, too, because he doesn't even mention, like, how Trunks beat his ass, too. He didn't want revenge on Trunks, either. He just wants to, you know, destroy the Earth, get revenge on Goku, and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, Lord Beerus, who I used to call Bills, I thought that was his name until I saw the English dub. Lord Beerus, you know, that weird purple kangaroo pony looking motherfucker, little rabbit. He looks like a kangaroo rabbit motherfucker. But you know, Lord Beerus, he's again like, he's like, oh, I won't destroy the Earth as long as you keep giving me these great snacks and shit. So he wants like pizza. It's funny. I like Lord Beerus. See, like, I do like some comedy in Dragon Ball Z because that was actually really funny. Like, he was like, oh, are you? I want to try this delicious delicacy known as pizza. That's such a weird name for a food, and that was funny. I like that. That like it, and you know, and his what's his name? But you know, spoiler alert. You know, for those of you who don't want to hear the spoilers, well, you know, fuck it, I won't give you the spoilers. I'm not gonna tell you what happens. I'm just going to basically say that, you know, the animation in this movie was great. The animation was excellent. It was just as good, if not better, than Battle of the Gods. You know, it was really good. Really clear, really very well animated. You know, the fights were pretty good, too. Like, there wasn't that much action in this movie. This movie had a lot of, like, comedic filler in it. Like, you barely, like, it wasn't an intense battle with Frieza versus Goku. Like, because basically Frieza would have destroyed both. He would have destroyed everybody. He would have destroyed Krillin, who fucking shaves his head again in this movie. He goes back to the bald head that he had earlier in the series, and you see Gohan, who's a bitch. Gohan's a bitch in this movie. Oh my fucking god! And this is right after Ultimate Gohan too. This was like This was like after the Great Saiyaman. This was like after Ultimate Gohan. So I'm like, dude, I know you're not a fighter anymore like your dad and Vegeta and stuff, but holy fuck, he like literally he sucks in this movie. Like Freezer owned his ass. And this is another thing. Like if they make a sequel to this movie and they try to bring back like Perfect Cell, the world is doomed. Because Gohan, when he was Teen Gohan and when he defeated Cell with that badass one-handed Kamehameha, that he was ruthless when he was a teenager. In this movie, he is not. He's a bitch. He is a fucking bitch. Like, he fucking sucks. He is not. He's nowhere near as badass as he used to be. Obviously, he got toned down with that great Sandman, gay Sandman bullshit. But, like, this was even after Ultimate Gohan. This was no excuse. He should have at least given Frieza a fair fight. Frieza basically, like, punched him right in the stomach and owned his ass. And he was like, oh. And, like, yeah, like, fucking Tien came back. Yamcha, they were hinting like Yamcha, like he was gonna come. He didn't come back. Tien was there. Krillin was there. Piccolo, Gohan. Who else was it? Bulma, and that weird fucking space guy, space cop motherfucker, who was trying to warn them. He was basically warning Bulma that Frieza's back, and ba-da-da-da-da. I mean, it was okay movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It wasn't like, oh my god, like I'm literally bored out of my mind watching this. No, you're not. You don't get bored watching this movie. There's a lot of comedic filler, and there is some good action. Animation's great. It's a decent movie, but it's not like the movie that I wanted to see. It's not like, oh my god, Frieza's back, and holy shit, like this is gonna be epic. It's not. It wasn't that. I was expecting more from this movie, and that brings me to my next point. Golden Frieza was a total letdown. Oh my god, it was a total letdown. Golden Frieza, like he literally, and even Goku told him like he doesn't know how to use that form. So, and he's like using it right away to like try to kill Goku and Vegeta. It's like so pointless. It's like you used your power. Like he turned into his final form already, which was smart, But then he turned into Golden Frieza. And he's like, dude, you don't even like. He didn't even train with that form. He doesn't know how to sustain that form. Enough to like, and basically he gets his ass beat. He gets a few hits in, but Goku basically. He's no match for Goku. Even and this is like another thing that really, like, all right, Super Saiyan God mode. Like everybody in the theater was clapping, like over this, and I was like, really? It's just Goku with fucking blue Super Saiyan hair. It's like, in Battle of the Gods, basically Super Saiyan God mode was basically like a Kaioken. It wasn't like, it was just like, seriously, it's not like that special. It's not like a really badass form. I mean, it's cool. I love blue. Blue's my favorite color and all, but like just blue, that's it. Like just it really, I like, Frieza just got owned in this movie so badly too. Like it wasn't even he was barely pulling up a fight. Like this entire movie, like you knew. Goku could have easily destroyed Frieza just like that, like with the snap of a finger. Even Vegeta could have easily destroyed him. But he doesn't put him. I'm not gonna give away all the spoilers. Obviously, we all know. I mean, even if you aren't even like a hardcore DBZ fan, you already know Goku and Vegeta won. So that's obviously a spoiler, but we all know that. It's like, yeah, there's going to be a Dragon Ball Z movie where Frieza actually takes over the world. That doesn't happen. I'm not going to tell you guys everything that happens, but, basically, this movie was okay, but it was just a letdown to me. Yeah, I expected a much more fierce, adrenaline ride. I just expected more from this movie. I mean, this movie was just, it was okay at best. I mean, I recommend seeing it like on the internet if you could find it for free. But I wouldn't pay, like, I pre-ordered, basically when I ordered my tickets online, I paid like 14 70 something for my ticket alone. When I ordered the ticket the night before the show, because it wasn't sold out yet, so I wanted to make sure I got it before it would be sold out. And I just picked up my ticket at the theater, and it was like, to me, like, it's not worth $14. It's not worth, like, if you can watch it for free, or like if you get like a matinee price, because I know it's like a limited showing, it's not showing in every theater. But if you can like get like a cheap deal or something like that, then I would say, yeah, watch it. If you have nothing else better to do, you're bored, you just want to go to the movies, I would say watch it. But especially if you're a Dragon Ball Z fan. But it's really, to me, it was underwhelming. It was very underwhelming. I expected better. The best part about this movie too was just like the comedy. Really, I mean, this movie has like so much comedy. Like, it's just like everything's a joke. It's like like Dragon Ball Z has its fair share of comedy, but like, this is the return of Freezer. You expect him to be bigger, badder, and more badass than ever before. You expect him to like want a true vengeful revenge against Goku and Vegeta. And they even what was so stupid about this movie too was like how Frieza tried to say, like, Vegeta, if you basically betray Goku, he'll make it worth his while. And I'm like, dude, Frieza, you're fucking stupid. Did you not forget that you killed killed Vegeta's father? You destroyed Planet Vegeta. Like, did you forget all that shit? Like, why the fuck are you asking Vegeta to betray Goku? Like, even though Vegeta... And another thing about this movie, too, I really wish... Because Vegeta turned Super Saiyan God, too, in this movie. But it's basically the same shit as Goku. He finally does it by himself, though, which is pretty cool. But, I mean... This movie would have been... And, like, they literally... It's like Vegeta admitted at the end of Dragon Ball Z, during the Buu Saga, toward the end, that Goku was the better man. So, I could see Vegeta trying to be more competitive, but why the fuck is he still, like, bitter? He's not even, like, especially in GT, too. Like, he's not even that bitter against Goku in GT. In this movie, he's, like, extremely bitter against Goku, and he's, like, still trying to, like, oh, Kakarot, I could da-da-da-da-da-da. It's just a bunch of bullshit. It's fucking stupid. And it's like, dude, like, and I was expecting, because I was hoping that they would fuse in this movie. I know the earrings were destroyed. Vegeta basically destroyed the earrings. But I was, like, expecting, like, you know what? This would be, like, a cool time to do, like, a fusion. Like, both of them Super Saiyan God mode. Like, they can fuse and then give Frieza a fucking badass fight. And Frieza would be more powerful than ever. But he wasn't. And they didn't. And it was just, like, the movie was just very, like... It was just very underwhelming, in my opinion. But... it's just, I mean, it's not bad, though. It's not a bad movie. Again, it's not a horrible movie, but it's very, very underwhelming. And it basically, in itself, it retcons everything that happened in GT, if you think about it. Because, I mean, unless Super Saiyan 4 is stronger than Super Saiyan God, it's just, well, I'm not even going to get into that debate. If you guys want to get into a debate like that in the comment section, go ahead. But, basically my coworker Anthony, we're talking about it, and he's just like, why, like, basically, and we were discussing it, like, how it basically, like, it's basically like they ignored everything in GT, like, GT never happened. It's like they, like, they basically did a Devil May Cry 2 to this series, to Dragon Ball GT. They're basically trying to ignore it, pretend like it never happened, just because the fans didn't like it. But, and I can see that, I can see why, but it's just like, well, I don't know. For those of you, I don't know if any of you guys got to see the movie yet. If you did, what were your thoughts? Leave a comment, rate, subscribe, all that good shit. But I really just did not. I really was underwhelmed. I mean, everybody was clapping in the theater too. They thought it was great. You had like a lot of like fucking fanboys in the movie, like marking out for everything, like for anything. Like when Krillin shaved his head, they were marking out for that. You know, it was just like, yeah, but I just expected like something more epic. I just expected something more epic. And it was a letdown to me, but it wasn't a horrible movie. So, um, yeah, I mean that's just my review on the movie. I would say check it out, but don't pay a lot of money to see it like I did. Well, $14 ain't a lot of money, but still, like to me, this movie was not worth $14. That's just my opinion. And on that note, I am done. Later.